up the chat on my phone.
Yeah, I don't.
Just in case we get some chatters.
No, I'll do it in Firefox.
Yoke it up.
You open up YouTube in Firefox.
Giggity, giggity.
Giggity.
We did see Lando, so he'd probably say it this time.
It's a dynamite taste. Especially since I'm wearing the shirt.
Mm-hmm. Gotta fix my camera.
It's one of the few mashup shirts I still have. I gave the bulk of them to your son.
Yeah.
How's my camera?
Your camera's fine. Mine.
Camera one?
I had to move mine for the trailer reaction.
So technically you didn't have to.
But I did. Because
What if you just used like in that setup, what if you just used the webcam off the computer? Like if you put the computer in strategically, I mean,
I guess
a little bit
could.
it would have been a look up, but then you wouldn't have to deconfigure all this.
Yeah, it looked like shit though. So, all right, we ready? We're just going to do this. We'll do the intro, still talk about Podbelly, shout out the 1 hour photo, and
did we ever hear our shout out to like?
No, we didn't. I think maybe I had skipped too far ahead.
Maybe.
And it was back
They
somewhere.
were talking Star Wars though.
Yeah.
So.
We'll figure it out. We'll give them a shout out anyway, just because we're nice like that. So, all right. We got that.
Because we should probably be supporting our Podbelly people.
Indeed.
Even though we're developing our own evil empire.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yes. All right. And now, do you have your volume up so we'll be able to hear the trailer as we go? Okay, cool. All right. If you are ready, then we will do 30 seconds of silence. Starting. Your toast, right?
Yep.
All right. Meow.
To Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. What a trailer. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to All Things Star Wars, the greatest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy. I'm Mr. Jason Roscom. With me here each and every single week, the Darth Vader to my Palpatine, Dave Martin. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Jason.
How are you?
I'm tired, yet really excited.
Yes. So I think we don't even have to explain what we're talking about this week. This is about the final Rise of Skywalker trailer that just debuted a few minutes ago at halftime of this amazing Monday Night Football game. Let me tell you.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, and I think we're going to, for the most part, get right into it. We have a few pieces of business to take care of, but otherwise, we're going to just jump right into the trailer. So, Dave, lead us off. What do we got to talk about?
We're going to talk about, we're talking about the Rise of Skywalker trailer.
Right. No. But that's when you lead us into the Podbelly.
Oh, and the Podbelly thing.
Yes.
See, I wasn't sure what you were doing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't worked this out yet, apparently.
Podbelly!
Hey!
Go to podbelly.com for all of your podcasting needs. In fact, we have we got a shout out from one of our fellow Podbelly Network persons. I don't know.
Yeah, from one of the other podcasts, the 1 hour photo podcast.
Yes.
They were in the middle of this whole light speed discussion, talking about light speed, like, well, how do you not fly through like a piece of space debris or a,
light
asteroid?
speed's too slow.
Yeah. So obviously they weren't spun up on hyperspace lanes, things like that.
Well,
but we can forgive those guys.
Well, it's one of those things where you start talking about that physics, that element of physics in space travel, and there's so many variables, and hey, you got to remember, when we're talking about Star Wars, physics it's not a thing. It's just not a thing.
Right.
So you just got to really just separate yourself from that, and you'll be happier. Trust me.
Suspend your disbelief a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's not science fiction.
Right. But anyway, go check out the 1 Hour Photo Podcast. They're available on iTunes, everywhere you get your podcasts, just like us.
Go to podbelly.com and you can find them there along with all the other podcasts in the Podbelly network. And right there at the top, the All Things Star Wars podcast, the number 1 Star Wars podcast on the Podbelly network.
C.
3PO.
Yes.
Next.
Well, we're just going to hop right into the trailer, I think.
Are we?
Yeah, I mean, unless you've got anything else. Oh.
I do have something.
Ooh.
For the collection.
Ooh. So Dave just busted out this Boba Fett Black Series figure. This is an original run, too. This is an early one.
The box is a little bit banged up. It was an eBay thing from a while back.
I mean, it doesn't even have a number. Like, even my Leia has a number, I think. Maybe not.
Slave Leia does not have a number.
Okay. So, anyway, this is phenomenal. Boba Fett, it's going to go right there next to the Mandalorian on the rack.
We'll get that.
Yeah.
We'll get that squared away. But
very nice.
Yeah. So I have Boba and the Mando now unboxed on my shelf in my lair.
I want to unbox all of my Black Series figures so much.
Oh my god, they're so fucking fun.
For now,
especially you got guys like Bronco Fett that are like doing the photo shoots with the toys or toyography or whatever it is that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You may also notice that we have a new addition to the pop collection.
Yes.
I don't think you can see it on camera.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
So we're gonna have to bring that guy down.
Yeah.
For this, just real quick.
Yep. Oh, you want me
I
to
know we got trailer shit, but
all right, we got the Clone Trooper.
We're never going to get to this stuff unless we do it.
And this is, it's just labeled Clone Trooper, number 21.
Yep.
But this is obviously a Revenge of the Sith era Clone Trooper.
Yep.
So
nice. Then we'll do this guy.
We've got the Sand Trooper. Look, a penny.
That's exactly what they look like, too.
Yeah.
So you've got number
Darth
1
Vader. Very nice.
So I had actually sent you a text message to say, hey, look at the pops. Do we have the number 1? And yeah, whatever.
Yeah, clearly not.
So
these are going to go on the wall somewhere.
And then these two.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah. These are awesome. This is the Emperor and Vader, who it's kind of hard to see on camera, but he's taken some shock damage. Yeah, you can't really see it, but he's a little translucent. He's got kind of a blue glow to him. That's the Vader that's being fucking zapped by Palpatine. Fucking sweet.
Yeah, so we got the Papa Palpatine.
And we're already out of space in the brand new fucking shelves that we put in last
we're
week.
We're cubed out for pops, and they're going to have to be in a much better order.
Mm-hmm.
But, we use these toys as a fill.
Yeah.
Like, this is how we occupy our Star Wars time until we get to something like what we saw today with the trailer. So finally we have the fucking trailer.
Yep.
So let's fucking... Oh, there's 2 of my asses in the fucking picture. Like, it's like...
That's great. Like, I just saw that on the delay. Dave's ass.
My lack
covering
of
2
ass.
cameras.
Took my no-acetol tablets this morning.
Yeah.
Like,
so...
It's amazing how fat I can be and still have no ass.
Yeah. Why didn't anyone tell me my ass was so big? So, all right, and hello into the chat to Eric and Julius. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
So
it is late here on the East Coast.
Yes, it is. And we've already reacted to the trailer live, so if you're just here for our reaction, reactions, that's in another video, a separate video on our channel.
Yes.
For now, this is the episode of the podcast where we're now breaking it down scene by scene.
Break it down.
Yes, and do you want to just start doing this?
Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. All right, Dave's got it up on his. You're not going to see it on the screen for our viewers, but you'll hear it.
Yep.
And I'm sure you've seen the trailer a dozen times at this point.
All right, so Lucasfilm Ltd.
Yep. And then we got this jungle that Rey is in.
When I saw this, I was thinking of Battlefront. You know how when you're panning through certain scenes in Battlefront where you got the ferns and shit like that?
Yep.
That's what it reminded me of. And so she kicks aside this fucking Rebel helmet. This is Endor.
Okay, so, I mean,
this is Endor.
We've had some theories about this up to this point, and we've gotten no confirmation from Lucasfilm. But yeah, we're pretty sure that some of this has to take place on Endor with the Death Star wreckage and everything else. So.
I think she's running, doing whatever, but the accidental kick of a fucking this could be
an old school Rebel helmet. Yeah.
well, old school Rebel helmet. It could even be Leia's helmet. Remember when she left her helmet fucking behind?
Get the fuck
That would be
out.
how fucking awesome would that be to make that crossover? It's something we'll have to look at later. But yeah, if you look at her helmet, what Rey kicks in the first seconds of this, I wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Yeah. All right. Carry on.
She blocked something. Did you see
Yeah,
that? She blocked a shot.
She's blocking something with her lightsaber. So she's running. She's obviously something's going on. Oh, go back. So this is Poe talking. This is the start of this trailer. Is Poe having a bit of a monologue? So play it again. I want to hear what he says. It's an instinct. That's a flashback. Okay, so all right, we've got a couple of different things going on here. Poe saying it's an instinct. Did you notice on the second time around, it's one of those fucking ball droids that she was deflecting the blast from? It looked like she's training.
Okay.
So that was one of the, the things that Luke was training against in episode 4. She's running. She's doing like an obstacle course thing in the jungle. All right, boom, right there. Goes from a scene of her jumping across some chasm on this forest to her back to being a fucking scavenger in the ruins of a ship. That's what this looks like. This looks like it's a flashback. Or maybe some sort of a vision of hers. Yeah. See, that's her original Rey costume. A feeling. Yep. Poe said the Force brought us together. All right, we got this meeting of the Resistance minds where you can see Lando kind of in the middle, cape, his fucking yellow vest.
This is the landing gear of a craft, right? Because this is a turret right here.
Yeah.
Right, and you got a ladder going into the fucking craft.
Oh yeah.
That's landing gear. So they're basically underneath this starship.
Yep.
Having one in the meeting of the minds. You have Poe.
Yep.
That's probably Wexley.
Yeah, because we know he's back.
Some broad.
You can see C-3PO right here
White
on the side.
Akbar over there.
Yeah,
it looks like sickly E.T. Akbar.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously Lando's front and center in this.
Yep,
shot.
He's in the yellow. He's right there.
Yep.
Who else have we got in here? We got fucking Cookie Monsters over here. Just interesting cast of characters here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything we're missing out of this.
It doesn't look like it.
All right, so let's go. We got a gratuitous Rose shot.
Yeah, but behind her, you've got Dominic Monaghan back there from Lord of the Rings fame and also from Lost. So I knew he was going to be in this movie. So that's
maybe
our
this
first
is the
view
only
of him.
time he's in the movie.
And
that's
it might be. Yeah, he might not be in the movie much.
Just a throwaway shot.
All
He's
right,
yelling at Rose.
Go back. What was Poe saying at that point?
Your mama.
Good people will fight if we lead them. More shots of Resistance people. You got
Right.
your Rose, Finn, Poe, Chewie.
Yep.
All their goody two shoes. Blah blah blah. Like,
We're rebels.
Yeah. Oh, now that was the money shot right there. We get the fucking blockade runner, like skimming the top of this fucking jungle, which is a beautiful shot. Oh, so good. When I saw that.
Yeah. It was kind of ho-hum up until that point. Then you want to fly this motherfucker. Is that a turret underneath there? I wonder if they were meeting underneath the blockade runner.
Oh, like this guy rolls in, like, boom.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's like a...
All right, then we go right to the Death Star wreckage in the ocean, which we've seen a couple of times now. And I think we got a really interesting monologue from Rey at this point. So I want to really listen to what she has to say. People keep telling me they know me. No one does. And then obviously it's Rey kind of sizing up Kylo Ren, who's coming, and he says, I do. But I do.
But I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, let's go back a smidgen.
Yep.
But I do.
Yep, and there comes Kylo. All right. This is pretty cool. We see these TIE fighters flying up to like an
giant iceberg in the fucking...
In space?
In space.
Yeah, but you can see over here to the left, there's like a city in there. And I wonder if this is related to that fucking Star Destroyer that we see popping out of the ice later.
Yeah, maybe. These are First Order TIE fighters, too.
Yeah, because we have to start making some distinctions. Because we're going to see some Star Destroyers towards the end of this that are classic Star Destroyers, not First Order Star Destroyers.
Yeah, there's that coming a little bit more into focus.
Yeah.
Kind of the city, you got antennas and shit like that.
Yeah.
Things are buried in this. I mean, let's face it, asteroids are basically, giant blocks of ice.
Right, yeah.
Around, so it just looks like it looks to me, it's that classic picture of the iceberg, like, oh, well, here's what you see in the top and all this shit's underneath water. Like every fucking Air Force slideshow ever has some bullshit iceberg fucking thing in there. Anyway.
Okay. Now is when shit gets real. So we've got this shot of the fucking some weird throne. Like this is not like the throne from the Death Star, like I had originally thought.
This is Emperor of Thrones here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is Game of Star Thrones or whatever. Like it's this grandiose fucking thing. It's got these spikes coming out, and then we get a Palpatine monologue. So back it up just a couple of seconds because I want to hear everything Palpatine says.
And yeah.
Long have I waited. Ah. So now we see the Star Destroyer coming up from the fucking ice, which is another beautiful shot. And Palpatine's still talking.
Oh. Look at all the fucking craft in this.
And people noted earlier today, because this scene was part of a preview for the trailer.
It's the round fucking...
well, the round dish, and look to the right of that. That's the ship from Rebels, the Ghost.
Oh, the Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, so... If nothing else, it's just a little nod.
What if it's a flashback? Because look, you have... Are any of these, like...
Well, that's an A-wing right there that you had moused over.
This guy.
Yeah.
Right?
I see some more A-wings. I see...
There's the Ghost here.
That's that hammerhead fucking guy from Rogue One.
Yeah.
That thing they used to ram.
And these are the cargo supply.
Yeah, these look like those big ships, those big Mon Calamari ships.
Yeah, it's just... There's so many craft in this. And oh, no, this is the Ghost here. I just... Makes me wonder what space and time this with the round dish on here. Like, why would you? Like, I almost want to zoom in a little bit better.
I was going to say,
cockpit.
Can you see who's in the cockpit of the Falcon right there?
I mean, not good enough.
Yeah.
Not for this.
So it's an interesting shot. Again, all these fucking rebel ships or resistance ships or whoever the fuck they are.
Is that an AC-130? No, never mind.
All right, why don't you back up a little bit? I want to hear something else that Palpatine had to say. Long have I waited. You're coming together. Is your undoing. All right, pause. So, your coming together is your undoing. To me, this is all hinting at Rey and Ben. Like, that's what I'm thinking he's referring to. Because we get some shots later in this trailer where it looks like they're working together again. Where at first it starts off where they're enemies. Rey is sizing up Ben, who's coming across that platform, and they're fighting on these wreckage ruins.
I'm more curious to see, like, when we stop, freeze into that shot that you're talking about to see what actually is happening in it. I'm thinking that, okay, here's this resistance force, right? The bane of fucking Palpatine's existence. Like, up to including when this band of fucking teenagers took out the Death Star, right?
Right.
So now they get into one fucking place. The Emperor's like, excellent. Now I'm going to eliminate all of you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. Like, you're ultimately falling into yet another one of Palpatine's traps.
Mm-hmm. Now, really quick, I want to address something that was brought up in the chat. Somebody in the chat named Keep It Poppin' Man mentions that he thinks that it's Anakin Skywalker who's saying that it's an instinct. Like that first fucking
Ooh, interesting.
monologue. It's not Poe. He says it's Anakin.
Interesting.
So
I see that.
Yeah, we'll go back after
Yeah.
we watch this and kind of analyze each scene. We'll go back and listen to that again. But
Yep.
yeah, he's thinking it's Anakin. So
I see it. Yeah. Think there were some uglies in that fleet.
probably.
All right.
So take a step back. Let's just. All right. So you're coming together as your own, doing a lot of like.
Here, hang on. I want to see something. What is exploding there? Why is that? Why are we drawn to this?
All right, we'll go back.
Excuse me.
We're going between Rey and Kylo fighting on the ruins. Okay, something is exploding in space. Pretty massive explosion, actually.
Yeah.
But it's so quick. It could just be a ship blowing up in a space battle. It's hard to tell. That's a Star Destroyer.
Yeah,
right there.
That's the outline of a Star Destroyer.
So yeah, I think it's just like another ship in space getting destroyed. As you're undoing there, and some little like water skimmer. Now this scene is weird.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
All right. Little on the cheesy side.
it is, and I like my thought on this is that all right, they need some sort of fucking suicide mission, and
C-3PO is going to be the one.
yeah,
right?
3PO is the one that's going to fucking fly into the middle of the fucking the middle of the alien craft. I'm back, fucking Randy Quaid style. So yeah, cheesy kind of. We know, like when I saw this initially, we know 3PO is not gonna. This is it. Like
Right, but why would you give that away in the trailer? Like if
they gave it away, like Anthony Daniels gave it away.
Did he?
Gave it away, like yeah, when he said that like he will not be in any more of the movies.
Oh, I didn't catch that. But...
Yeah, we talked about it, I think, on the podcast. I mean, it was a while ago.
Okay.
When they were like doing pressers and shit. Like I want to say it was around the time of Celebration.
Oh, okay.
It's a celebration. So this doesn't surprise me. If anything, this probably gives away everything. Like any type of analytical ability whatsoever. Now, what exactly he's going to go destroy? Is he wired into the Falcon? Yeah. I mean, that could be like, how did we get rid of the Falcon forever?
Oh, right.
So,
okay. Some theories, but nothing that we have any solid evidence on.
All of this is speculation.
Yep. This Christmas. All right. Nice shot of them running through a hallway.
Leia hug again.
This is Luke having a monologue now.
All right. Let's.
So confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. All right.
Mando.
Yep.
All right, so
That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was the big gun I was talking about.
Yeah, so it was a shot of a Y-wing doing a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll! All barrel roll! Fox, do a barrel roll! But yeah. So, yeah, doing a nice barrel roll.
So, see, they got this giant gun wired into a fucking Star Destroyer.
You're right.
So this the shot that we got in the other trailer of some planetary gun coming down and destroying something.
Right.
This to me is like, okay, that's what's shooting it.
Yeah, because it was like a canyon and a big fucking blast.
It wasn't
right into the middle of it.
The speculation before was like, oh, is this another Death Star type thing? And it's not.
No.
But this thing, you think of the size of a Star Destroyer, and it takes up half of the fucking belly of the Star Destroyer.
Plus, obviously, this is similar to that scene that we saw in the last trailer where it's like, fucking dozens of Star Destroyers in like a grid, because you can see the other one off to the side there. So, and if they all have a fucking gun like that, that's your Death Star gun right there.
Yeah,
like all of those.
Just a combination of fire.
Yeah, all those Star Destroyers.
Using Star Destroyers as fucking artillery pieces is an interesting.
Yeah,
because it's in canon that you have bombardment from space with the Star Destroyers, just with their regular laser cannons.
Yeah.
So now you have something much bigger. You have a 105, tied to the bottom of a fucking Star Destroyer. It's like something you'd fucking make if I had a Star Destroyer in my fucking
in your Legos.
Yeah, in my Legos.
Then you make a big gun on the bottom.
I'm gonna kill up some rebels.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So cool shot. Oh my god, it's gonna be so fucking good.
All right, we're gonna have to go back and listen to what Luke had to say too. Like confronting fear, destiny of the Jedi.
Can we just talk about the music for a second?
Oh, it's great.
Fuck me, man. I've been nonstop goosebumps.
Yep.
This is not nearly loud enough, too. When I'm on the drive home from here after we're done with this, the fucking car will be rattling apart. Like, because this is 2 minutes and 37 seconds. It takes me about 10 minutes to get home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on like Donkey Kong.
All right.
Your destiny.
Fuck you. Fuck you and these horses. These fucking horses. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are those horses riding on the surface of a Star Destroyer? Is that what
Look
I
at
just
this
saw?
bullshit.
Wow.
Fuck you and your fucking...
At least they're not the Fathiers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, well, these they're like mammoths with their fucking horn. It's like a half boar, half... There's probably Rose back there like, wee, I'm doing stuff. I'm
Yeah.
part of it. Yay. Fuck you. Oh, God, I just hope to God we don't have to suffer through some fucking Canto Bite bullshit scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
I
Anyway.
want to hear what else Luke has to say.
Fuck me and their fucking horses.
Your destiny.
Your destiny.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. All right, so go
Do
back
you recognize that room?
That's the throne room. So we get a shot of Rey and Kylo Ren in the fucking wreckage of the fucking throne room, which is incredible. Yeah, pause it when you get to there. Story lives forever. Boom. Yep, there's the fucking throne right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Rey's lightsaber is ignited. Ben's isn't.
Well, I mean, timing is everything, but
Yeah.
how fucking... I mean, so it's DS2 for sure.
It's gotta be.
It's because we never saw the throne room on DS1.
Yeah. We don't even know if they had one on
They
DS1.
may not have.
Right.
Well, I'm sure they did. I mean, if you're like, hey, I'm going to build myself a big, giant fucking death planet, you know, to go tooling around with, I'm going to have my own fucking comfy chair. You know? It's like, yeah, that's my spot. I might not, he never got to sit in it.
Right.
But you know that
you will make that room
yeah,
for me.
Yeah, this is my shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, take your fucking staff of Ra and shut this air vent off.
Yep. Yeah, great shot.
Great throwback, though. God, just looking at this right now, and I just got this sudden realization that we're going to see so much of this. We're going to see so much of the fucking these reachbacks to all of these things. Like, okay, we're going to like Endor, like kicking around fucking pieces of shit, you know, from that were left over from the war.
Palpatine coming back.
But just oh.
So, but yeah, like, and you know, it says the story lives forever is the text over this scene of Rey and Kylo Ren in the throne room, which is awesome. So go ahead.
There's some good stuff in the chat. Sorry, we're not really paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Love all the Edward Connolly. That's a new name. I don't recognize that. Thanks everybody for hanging out there. We'll catch up with that as soon as we get through this at least once.
Yeah, and Big Swede, we caught that on the second viewing when Leia says always at the very end. But anyway, carrying on. Oh, and so we get this shot. First of all, before this shot, go back. We get fucking Finn again running up. This time he's running up the ruins of the Death Star going, Rey! Just like he did in fucking Force Awakens.
Oh, man.
As they were taking her away.
You know,
it's that exact same shot.
It would have been so fucking awesome to see him like slip and fucking eat it right there. Like, Rey! Woo!
He needs
Splash.
He just needs to accept the fact that he's been friend zoned. You know,
Yeah.
let it go, man.
You can have a fresh new haircut, and
Yeah.
guess what? You're still gonna get fucking friend zoned.
Yeah, so you might as well hit Rose because she's the only one that cares. So
Maybe Rose has moved on.
ooh.
Maybe he missed it. Maybe that ship had sailed.
Yeah, maybe Rose is like sucking some po dick now. So
No, she's probably on some fathier or something.
oh, that's true. Hey, bestiality might be illegal in this universe. Okay,
Anyway,
going back. All right. So we get this crazy shot of Rey and Kylo Ren.
Now
he's in his fucking Kylo Ren helmet.
He's in the piece together mask.
They're
They're fighting.
Yeah,
No, they're not cooperating.
they're cooperating. They both sliced down whatever the fuck that was.
No. Here, watch it real time.
Yeah, they both sliced that thing down. They're fighting side by side. But what's weird about that scene is look at the room that they're in. Look at how white it is. Like, where is that? That almost looks like Cloud City. You got some more fucking like buildings on the right there. Like, the fuck is this? This has got to be some sort of weird vision or something.
So when I see this, I think operating room. I think cloning. I think you have a white room with like, look back here. Recognize this pattern? There's a pattern in the background after they slice down what 100% to me looks like fucking, this is Vader's mask. This is Vader's mask they're slicing down. So if in fact they are cooperating, which
they are,
sure, and Phasma's alive. But if you look back here, like this reminds me of the fucking the chamber, Vader's chamber, where he fucking would go in there, his hyperbaric chamber to fucking rejuvenate himself.
But I mean, obviously that wasn't white, so that's what makes me think this is some weird kind of fucking vision.
I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm saying
same style.
It's that this marking reminds me of that. The whiteness of a fucking room like this reminds me of something that you'd be doing like surgery or something like that.
Yeah.
Like this could very well be where my mind is going in 1,000 different fucking directions with this. Is the fact that let's just look at this and try and confirm if that's Vader's.
Yeah, it's
look
so
at it.
quick.
Look at it. Look at the shape of this right here. Look at the color and look at the shape.
It could be, but again, if that's the case, I mean, look at the way it shatters too.
Look at it.
All right, I'm looking.
Look at it.
Okay.
Look at it. It's right there. God damn it, Jason.
I'm looking. So, but that just makes me think that this is all part of some sort of a weird fucking vision.
What
Be
if
it Rey's or Ben's or
what if when Vader dies that they part of like how does Kylo Ren get the mask? Like maybe there's some sort of reach back where it's like, okay, Palpatine's the one who fucking manages to get him the mask because Palpatine went back to get some fucking Anakin Skywalker DNA. He wanted DNA from the one to be able to do whatever it is that he's going to do.
Okay.
So maybe he has like the full fucking charred remains of Vader as they're like, hey, here is fucking specimen number 1 for the cloning process for whatever it is that he's going to do.
Yeah.
My mind, but that's where you see an image like that. It's like fucking hell.
Oh, sure, and they're reaching back to every movie in the saga, so cloning is going to have something to do with some aspect of this fucking movie. They're going to at least reach back to that a little bit. So yeah, you're
real quick. The Rey is holding the dagger.
Oh,
that's Bespin. I don't know that's Bespin for 100%.
That was my initial reaction, but I think Keep It Poppin' Man has an even better theory. That could be Clone City, where they find out they're making clones of Rey. Who knows?
Who fucking knows?
All right, so let's keep rolling. Boom.
See, I just don't. I mean, I get it. I can see why you might think it's Cloud City because of the white.
Yeah.
And the.
But that could be fucking Camino. That really could be Camino.
All right.
Oof. Oh, this shot right here. So, of course, they have to like throw this fucking ridiculous shot with all the horses running across the surface of a fucking Star Destroyer in this badass scene where you see all those other Star Destroyers.
Look at all the fucking Star Destroyers in this goddamn picture.
That's the same scene as that one that we saw in the last
the one we thought it might be
a
vision or something. Yeah. Obviously.
Clearly, this is real.
Yeah.
Like, all of these classic. Remember, these are Imperial Star Destroyers. These are not First Order Star Destroyers.
No.
So
this is fucking. These are the pointy ends of fucking all of Palpatine's sticks.
Yeah. So this has got to have something to do with the return of Palpatine at this point.
These fucking horses, man. It's gonna drive me batshit.
Mm-hmm. And play.
Just another. I had to stop it. You have an X-wing flying into the scene, and you just so many fucking Star Destroyers.
That's a classic X-wing right there, too, isn't it?
It looks like it. It's got 4 individual
Engines, yeah.
Engines.
It's not the split engine. on
Where
the
did they
fucking
get
wing.
all these fucking? So if
I'm
this is
telling
like,
you, they went to the boneyard. They're like, fuck,
Fuck.
we're out of fucking ships. All those ships we retired 20 years ago when we beat the Empire, we need to go fucking kick the dust off of those and recommission them.
obviously,
Yeah.
Jesus. All right,
That was
That was a
a
B-wing.
B-wing, yeah. All right, shot of Kylo.
Kylo looking
Look-
Kylo-y.
Yeah. Very, very brooding. Oh, that's the money shot right there. Rey in the middle of something with a figure on her left in a cloak. That's got to be Palpatine.
It's got to be Palpatine.
That has to be him. And she's kind of like sizing him up right there.
God,
Oh, and you got to wonder, where is she? Like, that looks like ice. Like she's standing on ice. So she's
something.
gone. to
Well,
that-
there's patterns. There's like patterns underneath there. So.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Ooh.
The showdown right there with Papa Palpatine.
The Force will be with you. Always.
So you hear Luke say, "The Force will be with you." Leia says, "Always." And it was a shot of Rey with the ignited lightsaber
Yeah.
again.
Hey, for like my wife is a huge. She's a Rey fan. This
Yeah.
is why she enjoys these movies. She actually watched The Last Jedi the other day
Did she?
without me.
Really?
Yeah, she had The Last Jedi on, and she's like, she just enjoys the character. She enjoys Rey.
Yeah. no
She's
problem
gonna
with
love this fucking movie because it is going to be Rey.
that. Yeah.
It is all about the fucking Rey,
Mhm.
which really make this whole. Again, my mind is fucking racing around some of this data, but you think about the whole like, oh, your parents were nobodies and blah 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 blah, and now she's like, everyone fucking thinks they know who I am, like nobody does,
Right.
including fucking Ben or any other motherfucker who decides that they have some fucking input into this.
That
thing.
was a telling line too, and I have a feeling that's going to come into play.
Yeah,
at some
nobody
point.
does.
So, should we address this before we come back, or how do you want to do this?
Oh, well, fucking just go.
All right. So we are going to take a very quick break, and we will be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Oh God, every fucking time. All right. So, I'm gonna catch up on the chat while Jason's fucking pulling his pud. So much information. Notice 3PO's talking to Rey's. Did you notice that when 3PO is talking to Rey, Rey is wearing one of Han's old jackets? Interesting. So, when he's talking about saying one last look to my friends, that's an interesting Julius Kale or Callie, or I'm sorry, mispronouncing your name. So we'd have to go back and see that. I mean, if they're going to destroy the Falcon, then and they got to wire up 3PO to turn it into a fucking some sort of suicide bomb, then why not? She grabs a jacket or something like that. It's kind of, oh God, that it's just heavy. It's very, very heavy because it makes you feel like it really fucking gets you emotional about the fact that this is like, as these characters are going to disappear off of the screen in some form or fashion, you're going to just be like, holy fuck, it's that character's dead, and they're not coming back. Like, if they're going to fly 3PO into a fucking, turn him into space dust with whether or not the plugged into the Falcon. Somebody had brought up in the chat, Julius Callie or Kale.
Mm-hmm.
Notice 3PO when is talking, Rey is wearing one of Han's old jackets.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Yeah, so we'll have to go.
Yeah, let's go back to the beginning because I want to hear the alleged Anakin voice, and then we'll check the jacket.
All right, so
Oh, hold on. Let's do our silence real quick.
All right.
And we're back! So, we're going to go back. We have a couple of things that were brought up in the chat that we want to address. First of all, the alleged Anakin voice that is the one that said it's an instinct, blah, blah, blah. I swear it's Poe. But we'll go back, we'll listen to it again. And also, we need to look at Rey's attire when C-3PO was going through his monologue. So, that being said, play.
So, just for reference, because I'd like to play this one time straight through, and then we can go back again. Because there's a couple things I want to see in real time. So let's do this.
Oh, Tommy in the chat also brought up the fact that, pause it real quick. In the last trailer, when you hear Palpatine's laugh and you see the dark Rey, and then in this one you see Rey backing up, like kind of standing down Palpatine on his throne, he said that the stones kind of match that are in that room. Remember we mentioned?
Yeah, see, they fucked with us on the other trailers too, where they made like, oh, well, here's some of this like fire in the background. It looks like the same fire as this, and I don't.
Okay. We'll
I'm sure we're going to get to that point. We're going to be in that fucking like, oh my god, we're days away, and we're just
like
fucking
watching these trailers back to back to back.
All that bullshit we were talking about, manage your expectation and everything out, completely out the fucking window.
That's
gone. Just fucking gone. Tickets have been bought. Fucking, it's
multiple tickets. By the way, I think I bought four tickets.
He went a little crazy.
So we've got an opening night the 19th. Then we've got I've got tickets for my family on the 20th. Then I've got tickets for us on my birthday the 21st. Two different sets of tickets actually. We have to decide which one we want to go to. But yeah, plenty of tickets as soon as they went live. Which I knew this was going to happen, by the way, because this happened last time with Last Jedi, where they say tickets are going to go on sale as soon as the trailer debuts, but no, as soon as the fucking game kicked off. 2 hours before the fucking trailer hit, the tickets went on sale.
Yeah,
and I caught it, and we.
Yeah, thank God Jason was paying attention to that, because that was fucking. Honestly, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I that's like trying to get tickets to a concert and a fucking all the booking agents, they all fucking bought all the goddamn tickets. So now all right, here's your pre-sale window, and it's open for 10 minutes. Oh, it's sold out.
Yep.
Like, fuck you, dude. I hate that shit. Anyway, let's watch this one time straight through. Oh, and by the way, looking at Leia's helmet in Return of the Jedi, I've got a bunch of screenshots here. It does not have that orange coloring on it. So, but it's the same style helmet that they were wearing on Endor. Excuse me. So we're about to see it, right? Meow.
Yeah, that's Poe talking. It's gotta be. That's not Anakin. I like the theory.
Good people will fight if we lead them.
That shot with the blockade runner skimming the top of the forest. Good shit.
No one does.
No one does, which almost makes it sound like Rey has a secret that she's not telling people.
I think she knows. I think she knows who her parents are.
Ooh. That voice. Coming together is your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Oh, that is Zoe Bliss right there.
Yeah.
Last look, sir,
Oh.
at my friends.
That's definitely not the Falcon. That
It's tough to see what Rey was wearing too in that.
she's wearing a
Your destiny.
wow. Hang on a second. Did you hear that?
What?
Vader breathing when they were standing there in the.
All right, play it and just don't say anything.
All right, I missed it.
Your destiny.
I think I'm just imagining it.
Ooh.
He's in some sort of mech.
Think so? I just think it's that.
No, because it's
I feel
moving.
Like it's just a throne. That's just
No. Watch.
Elevated.
Check this out. He's in a mech suit.
Okay. Oh.
It's like moving.
Yeah. All right, go back. I want to see it one more time.
Look at that shot.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, whatever Palpatine's in.
Well, so it's not unprecedented, right? So what they put Maul in, legless Maul.
Yeah.
They put him in some sort of suit. So it's why wouldn't, like, if Palpatine could only get so much of himself back together, or however, like, again, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm going to dream. If I can actually get to sleep tonight, it's just going to be not.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be a
What's
rough day to work
Vision?
tomorrow.
Rebels using old Empire tech, blah 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 blah. It's Temple Yavin. Yeah, so much to get through here.
Yeah, a lot of interaction in the chat tonight. Thank you everybody, by the way, who's joining.
Yeah,
us.
God, Clips Film Melbourne. Thank you so much for jumping in.
Yep.
The mech suit, yeah, keep it popping, man. Like the mech suit, like Darth Maul.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Just based on the way it's moving and its elevation, too. It's not just like he's walking towards her in whatever. So, or it's just hovering.
Yeah, and again, the trailer did a really good job of giving us almost no information and still amping us up.
Hours of speculation!
Yeah, so...
Hours, if not days.
We'll go back, we'll watch this trailer a dozen times or more, analyze every individual scene, but, I mean, it looks... you know what it looks like? It looks fun. It looks like a fun movie.
No, it doesn't. There is a veil of sadness that is behind a lot of this. Like, I hope, and I truly, truly hope that the sadness of knowing that this is going to be it, there's enough things in there to just keep you engaged and keep you moving forward, that sadness doesn't hit you till you, like, really hit you until you leave. Because I don't want to be halfway through this fucking movie and then, like, fuck, and then now I got to get through the rest of it. I don't think JJ's going to do that.
No.
This, for whatever reason, if it's just in our heads, if we're just have some fucking bad taste in our mouth from Last Jedi, whatever. But the excitement I have is the same as Force Awakens. Like, the trailers for Force Awakens is like, this seems like it's going to be so much better than Last Jedi.
Than Last Jedi, sure, but I mean, Force Awakens, again, we both hold Force Awakens in pretty high regard.
But what I'm saying is, like, that feeling right now is, like, as I'm watching this, it's like, it's special. Yeah. To me, it's more special than Last Jedi was. Maybe because Last Jedi was like a middle film or whatever. It's kind of like the middle child, right? Fuck that kid.
Well, yeah, and obviously we've already regurgitated the issues that people have had.
Exactly, and we're getting back to a place with JJ that we had success in Force Awakens. Yep. I mean, the majority of the people out there. Of course, there's a bunch of fucking wankers that want to just talk shit just because and go fuck yourself. But I think with JJ, with Force Awakens, and seeing and getting the feel of this movie a little bit more. Like, this isn't just cut shots into, like, oh, wow, here's a cool effect, her jumping on top of fucking woohoo. No, this is like, there's not enough meat to actually determine what the fuck is going on, but there's enough in there to, like, really develop a feel like how this movie's going to be.
Yeah.
And they had to, like, it's not just the sadness about Leia, because we know we've already mourned for Carrie Fisher, right?
Right.
So that's over. We know that that's going to happen. How they do it is going to be the interesting thing.
Yeah.
But knowing that we're never going to see, as much as we might not like it, 3PO. You know, what other characters?
Or the Falcon, like you said.
Yeah. Which that wasn't the Falcon. There's no way. There was, like, droid legs and shit hanging in the background.
But, and you know, it's funny too, you mentioned the whole Carrie Fisher thing, like, that was 3 years ago now.
I know.
When she died. And it's crazy to think about it. And we're now finally going to get to see her last hurrah on the big screen.
See, this is I brought up the shot where 3PO is plugged into the fucking whatever. So this apparently. Hang on. All right, fucking the gremlin here.
Yeah,
working on 3PO. There's a couple of things I like about this. Do you see how the back of the skull here is the same as, think Naked 3PO from episode 1. It's basically the back of 3PO's head.
Oh, yeah.
As it would have been
without the gold.
Yeah, without seeing it in episode 1. So it's that type of shit. It's that type of shit that's going to get me into this movie theater 5-6 times.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to want to see these details as big and as loud as I fucking possibly can.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, I didn't even think about that.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
This reminds me of the fucking avionics compartment of the 135, doesn't it?
Yeah, and now Rey is wearing a trench coat. She's wearing the same coat that Finn is wearing right next to her, too. So, I know... Oh, and Poe's wearing the same one also. So...
What? Who? What?
Yeah, Dave's admiring Zori Bliss.
Yeah, so you got Bilbo droid or whatever. But yeah, there's like a bunch of fucking droid parts and shit just laying around in here.
Yeah, it's interesting. Whatever's going to happen here. And this looks like it's the same kind of setting when we see 3PO come up in that last trailer with the fucking red eyes.
Yeah.
You probably didn't recognize him because of the red eyes.
Exactly.
But
it could not have been 3PO, obviously. This is... Look, do you recognize what this is? No. That is a battle droid. That is the head of a battle droid in the background.
Fuck out.
So that's a head of a battle droid, and then over here, this looks like an IG-88 head.
No. Yeah,
see it?
That's a blur to me. Like,
well, but look at this blur.
The battle droid, yes. That is a battle droid off to the right there.
Last look, sir.
See all the fucking legs and shit?
Different droids. Oh,
yeah,
so they're in like some sort of droid like scrapyard.
Yeah. See the foot? This foot right here reminds me of the foot that was tortured in fucking no, and it's not actually touching the foot, and then the steam comes out.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's this is the. I bet you that's an IG-88 head.
It could be.
We'll see.
Of course, they're just tugging at the heartstrings with that.
Yeah. So it really makes me wonder what part Lando has to play in this.
I think he's part of the Resistance, just like bringing in a lot of these ships from.
Maybe, like maybe he's been building up, like doing like a tycoon type deal.
Yeah.
So the Lando character is so interesting to me, and how they're going to portray it from this point forward, because the Legends, he was so involved in the Legends materials. He's the one who built the droids that ultimately defeated the Yuzong Vong.
Yep.
I mean, he's completely a part of that. He runs this whole casino network, and he basically runs the military-industrial complex for the fucking Republic.
Right.
So he had such a huge role in just with Solos and everyone else. Like he was a part of everything, and he's been kind of non-existent so far into here. And it makes me wonder, do they reach back a little bit? And this is like you said, he's just like, hey, I got a fucking scrapyard, a bunch of shit over here,
well, and
hanging out in the clouds.
Lucasfilm and Disney have made it clear that they are willing to go back to Legends material and incorporate some of that into their current canon. So that's quite a possibility. Now, one thing that we didn't see in this anywhere. So we're hearing Luke's voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know Mark Hamill has a role in this movie. No Luke ghost in any of these trailers.
Well, why would you do that, though? I mean, you don't need to put it in a trailer.
You don't. But and that's... I think that's an interesting thing to talk about.
And but think about it this way. Like, if we fast forward to the end here where we got...
The Force will be with you. Always.
So, is this like the Dagobah moment? Like, at the end of the trailer when we've got Rey with the glow of the baby killer in her eye.
Yeah.
is somebody in front of her? Are the Force ghosts of fucking Luke and Leia like standing there, or is there some representation of that, almost like when Luke was talking to Obi-Wan in Dagobah? So that's how I think they're going to do it. I think there's going to be the voices in her head, like he's going to be kind of training her from a distance.
Sure.
And you'll get imagery. There's going to be imagery like that. You're going to get the fucking Force Ghost.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind you're going to get the Luke Force Ghost.
But they're not giving that to us at all. We have to wait till we go to the movie.
And honestly, we didn't. Could you imagine back in the day them doing that going into Empire? Like on
they
day
might have
not in a fucking trailer. There's no way there was a Force Ghost Obi-Wan.
We may have to roll that tape because I almost feel like they did do that. Like they had the Force Ghost Obi-Wan in one of the fucking Empire trailers back in the day. But we'll talk about that another time.
Droid Purgatory.
Yeah.
Now episode 9 lightsaber duel on the water.
But it is getting late here on the East Coast. It's
yeah, it
after
is.
11. Dave and I have work tomorrow, so I think.
All right, hang on. Cyborg Man, you want to know why are Kylo and Rey fighting at this point though? They ain't got no beef. We don't know because it's still there's this element that again isn't addressed in this trailer about Sith forces versus the First Order. Or fuck. It's too late for me to talk about.
And like, where does Palpatine fall in all this? Like, is he leading the First Order, or is he just resurrecting the Empire? And it's like, all right, First Order, I'm done with you. You know, fuck off.
What kind of mindfuck would it be that Palpatine hey Snoke, right? Snoke, that's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bunch of fucking ships out here, right? There's going to be some fucking pissant kid's going to show up. I want you to treat him like you're his fucking master, okay? You're going to be doing things over here. Take over the world. Do whatever. I don't give a fuck. Here's all your resources. And I'll call you later.
Right.
And then fucking... So their First Order's entire existence was to distract the do-gooders, right, so that he could fucking take a billion Star Destroyers and basically break them out of a bunch of fucking asteroids to go and fucking destroy everything, right? Because ultimately, I think Palpatine is just like he just wants to see the universe burn, right? He wants to see the galaxy burn. Fuck everybody. I tried to like rule and like you guys could have your lives, but you know what? Now nobody gets anything. I'm gonna make sure I have a bunch of guns that are gonna just blow up your fucking planets, and you can go fuck yourself.
Right.
So, oh god, but regardless,
some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it, but I mean, honestly, I think this would be a good time to wrap it up. This is going to be a short episode of the audio podcast, which is good because I'm a little bit behind on posting the audio.
Look, this has got to go out right away. But hey, everybody that's in the chat, thank you so much for being up late with us. And for those guys who are in Australia that are hanging out, and it's daytime for you, good day. But there's 12 people watching.
By the way.
Oh yeah, I love Australia.
Your women are so hot. Oh,
and
God.
Prostitution's legal. So,
I wish I'd known that when I was.
No, you don't. Whatever. Hey, everybody in the chat, like this video, share it, get it out there for us. This is great opportunities for podcasts, people that are doing this, for our guys that are in the cantina. If you're on Facebook, look for the Sidebar Cantina. We'll get you hooked up. You can be a part of the conversation in there. That's where a lot of the meat and potatoes are happening, or potatoes and carrots are happening.
Yes. Search All Things Star Wars Sidebar Cantina.
Right. Follow us on Instagram. Do all that stuff. Like this video. Share the shit out of it, please. 3PO.
All right. And I think this is where we are going to close it up. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Dave. Hell of a night. Late night, but I think
Julius is in Holland, by the way.
Oh, nice. I don't think I've been to Holland.
I have not.
I've been to Australia plenty of times.
I have not. I'd love to go to Holland. I'd love to do the Tulip Festival.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Been to a few places around there, but I don't think I've actually been there myself. But, you know. Still got a few years left in this life of mine, so maybe I'll make my way out there at some point. Just wait for Dave to finish typing. All right, and until next week, thank you, everybody. And Dave, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. Clunk. Okay, now what do I click? Sorry, it was hung up.
I'm like, and go. And go.
I think Jason's mic's out again. Fuck.
No.
Now you tell us?
Shit. Was it for the whole episode?
We did the sound check.
Yeah, well... I don't know. God fucking damn it. Piece of shit. Hello? Hello? I don't know. Whatever. Alright. We're going to kill the live stream. Thanks again, everybody. You guys are awesome. Peace, bitches.
Peace.